What up? What up? What up?
What's up with it, man? What's going on?
Going on, stranger, stranger?
Man, it's been a minute. It's been a minute,
In a
people.
minute. Welcome everybody. We're back.
Yes,
As you
sir.
see as the title, we're back again. You know, it's been many rumors and things I put up saying we're back and we had to
A lot of
cancel and we're back
whispers.
again.
Yeah.
But we're here. We're here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It
Yes, sir.
feels great. So as you all know, first of all, the day ones are here. What up, Alicia?
What's going
What up,
on,
Joe?
people?
What up, Moan? Day ones. Man, as you know, we are grown and we have things outside of this that we do. As you see on my shirt here, I am a coach, and you chose the coach too. And
Yes, sir.
other fellas have kids who are in things, and so sometimes that takes a back seat.
Sometimes
Um,
things happen. You know what I'm
it
saying?
happens.
We have
It
a life.
happens. But we know when we turn this stream on, you guys will be here, and we appreciate that. Uh,
Definitely.
I think the last time, what up, Zoe? I think the last time we was here, I think it was the divisional round of the
Yeah.
NFL playoffs.
I know it was
Our
close to
team,
the Cowboys. L.
yeah, our teams
Yeah,
were
it was
flying
hard.
high, high
Yeah,
expectations.
everybody.
Detroit was on one of the best runs it had in over 30 years. The Cowboys doing Cowboys things that they get to the round, and and then
Yeah.
hey.
Typical Dallas
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
So man, I know you've been coaching too. How's that been going on with your coaching? Or y'all just
It's
kicked
been
off,
going
right?
good, man. We had our first game of the season this weekend. We didn't pull out well. I think we made like fourth place, but it's still early. Still early. We got a new group. We got like some new guys with our group, so we're still trying to figure things out. But I like my team, man. I like my young boys, man. We do the fourth and fifth grade coaching, fourth and
Okay.
fifth grade boys. So yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Same with me, man. I got fourth and fifth. I mean, third and fourth grade boys and girls, and fifth and sixth grade boys and girls. And we had our last tournament about 2 weeks ago. We've been on the break since then. We're back Saturday, baby. We can't wait.
Yeah.
Everybody's
Okay.
back in the gym,
Yeah, we
on
back
the
Saturday
board.
too. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't
Yeah.
wait, man. We get back to it, man. Basketball. I do basketball. I think Neutros is basketball too,
Basketball
right?
also, yeah,
Yeah.
fourth and fifth
Yeah.
grade. Yep.
Yeah. So man, I know how it feels to get back in that gym to hear that first wide open three swish. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
So,
Right.
but
right.
man, to get back in the groove of things, man, it's been a minute, man. We can talk about the season that was in the NFL, man. There was a lot of things going on since we've been gone.
Man. Yeah.
The playoffs after, I
Yeah.
can speak for Detroit personally. Us feeling that high, making it to the NFC Championship game, and
Right. Right.
being that close.
Right.
So we proud of
Right.
our boys. Hey, and we've seen some things that were exposed,
Oh
and we've
yeah.
seen some things
Oh
we
yeah.
need to build up on. And
Definitely some eye openers.
yeah,
I
yeah,
like to, start in my division. We saw a Cowboy team at, it surprised me because at one point there was chance of Dak for MVP, and it was shocking. It
it was
was shocking.
loud,
It felt.
loud
It
too.
felt.
It was loud.
it was loud, but it also felt too good to be true. And then the way we finished in the playoff definitely shows you why he wasn't deserving of the MVP. Also, how Philadelphia started. They started off 11-0. Started off 11-0 and ended the season 1-6. So it was a lot of shocking things in our division and just around the NFL. The Chiefs surprising people again had a kind of I guess you would call it a mediocre season to what the Chiefs,
But
what they stand for.
see, with me, the Chiefs,
Yeah,
they're like an old veteran team. We don't care what happens in the season. You can
yeah,
talk what you talk. We could lose week one against the Lions, and everybody say, "Oh, are they done?" Playoff is where they
yeah.
thrive. And I'm done personally
Betting
saying,
against
"Oh,
the
they're done."
Chiefs. Yeah,
Oh, you got number 15 back there, and Andy Reid calling
you're
his
good to
plays.
go. You're good to go,
They're
man.
good to
You're
go.
good to go. So, also
Man,
we
I
had
can show yeah.
we also had Tyreek Hill almost getting to that 2,000 receiving yard mark. He had some
Mm-hmm.
MVP talks also. Yeah, it was an up and down season for a lot of teams. A lot of teams riding that high horse. We saw Baltimore come towards the end of the season and take over, and everybody was just saying like, "Man, this Baltimore team, I don't think they could lose. I don't think this team could lose." They end up losing under those Chiefs, but
They're
yeah,
seven.
yeah,
Spoons do not help. And was it Zay Flowers?
Yeah,
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 yeah, he had
yeah.
that play. He's like, man, you can't do that in one of the biggest stages leading up to the biggest stage. You can't
Right,
do that there.
right,
I
right.
was welcoming in Big
What's going
Mar,
on, Marv? What's going
fresh out
on, bro?
fresh out
You just
the
wake
Detroit
up?
Pistons.
Well, you looking like a coach for real.
Man,
Marv looking
Mar
like,
just got done lacing them up Little Caesars Arena
man,
earlier.
Marv
Yeah,
looking
get
like
those
he
fools
ready to call 2-3.
Bro, I need a whole
got the got
Bacchiatomy
the
though.
got the coach collar on. 2-3. Right,
over
right.
there, over there.
We just sitting there talking about the regular season, some of the things that stood out, just things that kind of stood out to us from the regular
Well,
season.
while we got Marv here, let's go ahead, man. Let's talk about the Detroit Lions season and what's next in your eyes. We've seen them make some moves in free agency. What's next for our guys,
Um, well, I mean, they're gonna spend a little cash, try to reinforce some areas, probably try to help out that secondary. Well, it's clear that you know they need work. We lost Gardner. Gardner went back to Philly. Um, but
Which was kind of strange. It
man? I
was
mean, he
kind of
didn't even give it a
strange.
second chance. I mean, I don't know if it was him, it was the Lions. I mean, him being hurt majority of the season. I don't know what they saw. Like, you know what? We'll let you go ahead back to Philly, like with no
yeah,
fight.
um, we just picked up. I think is his name Zettler or what's the guy,
Yep.
the
The-
offensive lineman from
the-
the Ravens? He's the
yep.
Pro Bowl
Yep.
usually. To replace Jonah Jackson,
Yeah. Which I think is
Okay,
which could
that's
be
a
a
good
good
pickup.
upgrade.
which is
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
me it's an upgrade.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They do a lot of running. They do a lot. They do a lot of what we like to do over there in Baltimore. So, you take a guy who's familiar with the ground and pound scheme, and
Yep.
is here for it. So, fits right into the system. So, I think that's a hell of a pickup for him. But to me, I think I like Anzalone. I like the linebacker core, but we don't have. It's clear that we don't have any coverage linebackers. Like Anzalone can get there and make the tackle. He's a sure tackler, but he can't
yeah,
cover a blanket. So,
right.
uh,
And you know what? That's more than 50 or 75% of the NFL. Also, it's not too many good coverage linebackers anymore.
yeah,
But
Um,
I will
hmm,
say every team has their guy though. Every team has their guy. You say, all right,
yeah, they
you
got
come out
that
the
one.
backfield, get him.
Like
I think
yeah,
you gonna have to,
yeah.
you gonna have to be responsible for Kelsey, or you gonna have to be responsible for this side. And we don't have that. Like we just got
we haven't
a
had that for a
team that
long
we're trying
time,
to protect tight ends with, and it's getting cracked.
If I'm,
especially these.
I think y'all also traded for a cornerback also from
We
Tampa
got
Bay,
we got the corner from Tampa Bay. What's his name?
right? And that's in the
Charles.
right direction.
Yep. We got Davis, and then we got DJ Reader from the Bengals.
Sutton, I think Sutton just got arrested for something.
I mean, I hate when anybody get arrested, but
Domestic violence in
I'm
Florida.
yeah, that's why I don't play with
I
that.
mean,
But
at this point, I
I'm not
don't know
mad
why
he's
people
gone.
even deal with Florida. Like it's just something in the water down there. Like don't know Florida
Yeah,
people,
Oh, I
but
didn't know that. Reason
some
maybe.
wild people down there. I'm just gonna have to say it like that.
yeah. Y'all, I mean, definitely starting off with that corner. I mean, the secondary is really, really what y'all needed. That's what I mean. If we look back on the games, all the damage was done in the secondary. I mean, there were some fumbles, but for the most part, that secondary, that's where the damage was done at. Talk to
And
me. You saw something
we
different?
had no. I agree. Cause I think we had Purdy dead to rights. I think once he figured out we overprotecting on the pass to help out those corners, he started running. He started
Yeah,
keeping the ball, a little nickel and diamond up the field, and that hurt. That hurt because now
Yeah.
we're so focused on helping our corners, which one of them you just named, Mosley and the guy 37, whatever his
Sutton.
name. I hope Sutton, and the other guy. I don't
I'm
And
gonna tell you
nobody.
who.
him. Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you
Vital.
who showed lot signs of life at the end of the season. And I was talking to my barber about it. I'm like, it almost seemed like as soon as he went down, that's when the Lions started getting their butt kicked, and that's Barnes, the linebacker Barnes. Like
Okay.
end of the season, and in that playoff run, he had that pick in the
Oh,
playoff.
the one that missed Dak for the safety.
Yeah,
Gotta
yeah.
bring that
After that play, towards the end of the season, he started getting together. He had some big plays in the playoffs, but he got hurt in that San Francisco game.
Yeah.
And once he went down,
Vildor.
noticed that's when the game flipped.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Sutton and Vildor. Thanks, Zoe, man. Zoe is like the guy in the background who correct, especially when it comes to line things. Will definitely upgrade this when we
Man,
need those
Vildor, what did they sign him? Because he came on last year, but he's the
But we
one
had a lot of injuries though. We had, but I like bringing a guy in for Tampa Bay. I like this season, but I know our division is getting tougher and tougher.
Packers coming, man.
The Packers,
Hey,
Packers
Chicago.
coming.
Nucho was saying love there early last year. I said, don't worry about love. And then we played that. Was it the Thanksgiving game?
I can't give Nucho credit for that because he was on the love train for a little bit. Then he got off. Then
I'm sorry if you don't. But can we all
if you
say
gonna
this?
be on the train, you gotta be on the train, bro. You can't be hipping and hopping off now.
I'm gonna hip and hop off because I don't like the trash play. When you play trash, I can't vouch for you no more. But when love strike, he ain't never looked back. He started off slow though. Those first 5-6 games, he was slow. Yeah,
but the season progressed, and in the playoff games, he barely lost. I mean, he's showing that he belongs as
in the NFL.
And
I consider him next up. You know what I'm saying? He's that next drop.
And then we don't know what's gonna happen with the Vikings. I'm not really worried about them, but them Bears.
Well,
they got something going out there in Chicago. Gotta keep my eye on it. If they get Caleb Williams, get Keenan Allen, still got DJ Moore.
I feel like Minnesota's going to end up with one of those quarterbacks. I think Drake May or Jaden Daniels. So I think they might be kind of that bottom feeder team. But it's enough competition. It's enough competition in that division. Minnesota's the least of your worries.
The Bears kind of scare me.
They'll be at the bottom.
The Bears and Packers scare me.
So as the teams were constructed at the end of last year, we looked at the NFC North and said, okay, things are going to get tougher. But the only team that I'm worried about is Green Bay. When you think about it, I think it got weaker. We don't have to deal with Fields no more, running all over the place.
But Caleb Williams is a better passer. They got another weapon with Keenan Allen.
If that cornerback position isn't addressed in Detroit, you definitely have to worry about Chicago. Keenan Allen, DJ Moore. I mean,
who's referring to him?
Caleb can throw. Let's not act like Caleb can't throw.
Definitely got an arm.
Definitely can throw.
Hey, how would y'all feel if the Lions signed Stephon Gilmore right now? Would y'all be okay with that?
Hell yeah.
Y'all would be?
Is he talking about coming to us?
Yeah, between us, of course, the Ravens, and then y'all boys.
Now, am I expecting him to be the cornerback that he used to be? No, but I think his veteran presence, knowing him, we put him in the best matchup position. I wouldn't really expect him to go with the number one receiver anymore. Maybe in certain situations, maybe he plays one side of the field like Richard Sherman did at one point. But yes.
I gotta say, man, I really, even though Gilly it didn't end too well for us, I just think back to that Seattle game, man, when Bland was getting burnt and DK Metcalf. People don't want to talk about it, but it got quiet when they switched him. They switched Gilly over there on DK, and it was quiet. It was quiet from then on.
And quiet as it kept. If things would turn out the way it's supposed to, you would have had Diggs, Gilmore, and Bland.
And Gilly. Yeah. Gilly got put in a position that he didn't, now we need you to be number one. Like, hey,
Yeah,
I just want you to chill. Now you got to be number one.
Yeah.
But I think that'll be a great pickup for Detroit. I think that's the direction they really should head in, because that veteran presence would definitely
we got
help
the money. Take it. I'm not worried about our offense. Especially by us keeping our offensive coordinator. I like the offense. Defense, if we can get, I like the pieces we got so far, and add more pieces. If we get Gilmore along with the dude from Tampa Bay, with some of the young guys with Branch as a safety, I would like our chances better.
Right.
So we're gonna switch gears, talk about our team this season as it was, and I'm talking about the Cowboys. This is your team, and what's next? Talk about the season a little bit, how it ended, and what's next.
Yeah.
Hell, we don't know what's next. We ain't even
start. Let's start with how it ended. Your feelings on that, and then what did you expect to happen in the offseason, and what is right now? Because still a long offseason. We got the draft. Still got some more trades that can be made, but as of right now,
right.
What you got, Nucho?
I'm upset with Dallas. Really.
Okay.
Not just on. Okay, I understand we don't have the cap space, but just the decisions that they make, man. Recently, we went and picked up a linebacker, Kendricks. Y'all know Kendricks. Played with the Chargers. Yeah.
Crafty veteran.
Devin White was available, man, from Tampa Bay. We don't go after players like that, man. I don't understand that. I just don't understand it.
But they cost too much for Jerry. You know Jerry Jones is cheap as shit. We know that. Let's be real.
But with the Cowboys, for some reason, it always kind of worked out. We've been down this road before where we didn't sign a lot of free agents. And in the regular season, when you think about it, we still got a star-studded offense and defense. Like, when you really just look at what we have on our team right now. But I just, we want some changes to be made. I feel like this season, I know that Cowboy fans, I don't know how Trill feel about it, but I'm not really thinking that, you ain't going to hear no Super Bowl talk. I'm going to take it game by game, watch the games, but I think this is more kind of depending what Dak do. I mean, this might be Dak last year with us also. This might be his last year with us also. So, to me, this kind of feels like a transition from the Dak and Zeke era to who knows? Because it's kind of around that time. Dak, Jerry Jones is not hopping on Dak like he did in previous years to re-sign him. So we're going to see how this goes, man, but it seems like that era might be over with.
I mean, so far, based off of how the offseason has been so far, it just lets me know that the Cowboys are just comfortable with being okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got finesse. At the very beginning of the offseason, what was the first thing we heard? Oh, the Cowboys going all in. And, me personally, I'm thinking, like, okay, maybe we'll sign somebody like a Derrick Henry to shore up the backfield. What happened?
We talked about it.
They didn't even contact them. They didn't even give him a call and say, hey, what's up? The man moved. The man stays out here in Dallas. He trains in Dallas. He's in your backyard. You made no attempt to bring him in, and you need a running back. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. It just seemed like they just okay with just being good. And like Nucho said, man, this is definitely Dak's last year. Of course, I think it's the writing's on the wall because the extension hasn't been made. The contract extension hasn't been done. Of course, if you was able to get that done, then maybe you would be, major players in the free agency period. But you're not. So, but yeah, it definitely seems like we're moving on to another era after this year.
Definitely.
We just have to wait and see what happens, man.
Definitely, because what I'm also looking at is that we have so far the skill positions. I think we're going to be right now. I mean, except for running back, but receivers, tight ends, corners. I mean, we're pretty decent. I mean, we're good there. But that Dak, that 2016 Dak and Zeke, I think that little era, man, it's going to be a whole new era, man. Yeah. And it, it's all Dak had an opportunity to change that in the playoff. He's had plenty of opportunities, but he never stepped up. So it is what it is, man. I'm just kind of taking this season as like a farewell tour. McCarthy's probably not coming back either after this. Yeah, it's kind of like a farewell tour for me.
It's tough hearing that. I think is. I mean, y'all saying this Dax last year, seeing that his. I mean, say what you want. You guys are there. You see it better than us. He's still a top 10 quarterback in the league. And to say that this is his last year and not give him extension, it's kind of tough. I mean, the fact that he doesn't have one yet says a lot too. But
Exactly.
And also the fact that you got CD Lamb coming up for contract, Parsons coming up for contract. Like it's almost
let me okay.
impossible to keep that
Let me
and
ask you this
sign
though:
them.
most teams make sure they sure up their quarterback before the receiver. I understand CD Lamb is who he is. Definitely is top 3, top 4 receiver in the league now after the past season he had.
Yeah.
Do you sign him before you sign Dak?
You kind of gotta wait because it's very possible, depending on how the dominoes fall. CD his contract may reset the market, and I think
that's true.
I think Jefferson's waiting on his. I think he already declined his contract, if I'm not mistaken. I think Minnesota did offer him something. Of course, he still got to get paid too. So I think they're kind of waiting on each other to see what's gonna happen.
Right.
But Seth, we just got to see how those dominoes fall.
Right.
And then my second
Bland gonna want some money.
Yep.
We
got
have
a lot of decisions to make. What do you think, Mar?
I mean, Dallas, they got talent all over the field, and like somebody
from our point of view,
they're gonna go chase the bag. Y'all gonna lose somebody. Somebody ain't gonna want to come there because they're gonna say, "Well, I can go get a bigger bag somewhere else." If y'all play around.
Right, it's a part of the game.
I do think that Jerry Jones is playing the long game with that. Hey, if you really want to be a Dallas Cowboy and you really want to get paid, well, show me. And that's how he gets paid, and that's how he stays there. I think if not, the quarterback crop is looking so good. We just heard from Nucho, they buzzing about Ewers. You got Sanders coming out. You got a lot of big names that's going to come out in that next year's draft that if shit don't go right this year, that's who Jerry going to be looking at.
And that's
we should just tank.
Mar just said some real factual.
That's what you do. You get a quarterback on that rookie contract, and that's how you keep your other pieces.
And it's funny you say that, Mar. I don't think, in my heart of hearts, I think, and I don't want to say this and sound crazy. I think Dak is so much of a company man that he's not going to stir up like, oh, I don't have an extension, I'm sitting out. He's not going to do with Lamar Jackson. He's not going to do with most quarterbacks. So I think he's so loyal to that brand.
That's true.
That he's not going to cause a ruckus. So if he doesn't have one, he's like, all right, I'll play. I'll do what I got to do. And if you pay me, you pay me. If not, I'll walk away.
But to that, I want to say something to you real quick about that. You right about what Dak. You know what I'm saying? Dak be chilling. He's not really, going to say too much. But you got to look at the other end of it, too. You got his brother on Twitter, you know what I'm saying, making comments about the whole contract situation as well. And I mean, to be honest with you, I think a lot of players, like, I'm not saying Dak is doing this, but I mean, he could be in his brother's ear, you know what I'm saying, telling him to say certain things.
They all do that.
You know what I'm saying? So,
they family to do their dirty work. You know what
I'm saying? Yeah. And if you had to pick between the three, if you had to pay Dak, pay Parsons, or pay Lamb, who's the one you're not going to pay out of those three?
I mean,
I'm not paying Dak.
I feel like at the direction we're going,
that's tough.
I feel like at the direction we're going, man. We don't know if Zach Martin even going to be here for the next 2 years, 1 or 2 years. Zach Martin, his time, he got a lot of cap. DeMarcus Lawrence, he maybe got a year left. So I think we could probably keep Lamb and Parsons, but we can't keep all three.
So you can't keep all three. Y'all two saying Dak would be the third man out, would be the man out.
I would have to go with Dak.
No, Dak is out.
I mean, you're not finna let CD walk. You down for sure not finna let Parsons walk.
I know. If it was me, I think if it was my not my decision, but if I had to take a guess, it'd be Lamb before it'd be your quarterback. Because quarterbacks are so tough to find in the league. Now you're starting back over. So yeah, now you got one of the highest paid receivers in the league with
Right.
a young rookie quarterback possibly coming in.
Yeah.
How much longer is he going to do that?
How much longer are we gonna keep losing in the first round?
And that's what it boiled down to. Like, what are you
Let's
doing?
talk about it.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Being second in MVP voting is cool. You know what I'm saying? Throwing 40 touchdown passes is cool, but we don't care about that. We want to see
You guys don't. But Jerry's about selling tickets and no one. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but everybody can't. Everybody don't have that though. Every team doesn't have the luxury of saying, "Oh yeah, that's cool. We got to do the second place in MVP."
When it comes to Dallas losing, who does it always fall on? No matter if he's in the top
quarterback,
MVP, blah blah blah, it's always falling on that.
Right.
Because he's not going to speak up and say, "No, it's not on me." He's not
but I also think it'll be different if Dak actually performed well in the games.
That's what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
It's usually justified. He usually has the stinker in
it's definitely justified. The 49ers playoff loss.
Yeah.
It's just like he just, he gets those eyes. He gets some eyes.
Hold on. Real quick, hold on. Yeah, you say it's him, but this guy up here in the top side of me, Nucho, kind of blames Michael Parsons for a lot of those faults too. Not getting the pressures, not getting the sacks. You put a lot on Parsons' shoulders.
To a default. Last year, we held the 49ers to, I believe, 20 points in the playoff game trio.
Yes, 27.
Held them to 20
points, something like that.
Held them to 20, man. So this year, I would definitely put a lot of blame on both sides, but it's been years where Dak was just a no-show. Just a no-show. If you're able to hold down the playoff team to 20 points, I mean, come on, man.
You got to win that game.
Well, I mean, against the Packers, was it Dak or was it the defense?
It was definitely both, but Dak didn't help either. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he threw like a pick six early.
Yeah, he threw two crucial
playoff game.
Two crucial interceptions.
No go.
Two crucial ones early. It was downhill from there.
He set the tone.
It was down. He set the tone.
So yeah, so you can say that. And then just back on Dak real quick. I was gonna say also how y'all was saying he's a company man. His number one thing that sells for him is that he's a leader. So he can't be in no position to be sitting out and all of that, because then his number one thing that he sells himself on is tarnished. You see what I'm saying? So he paints himself as a leader, and he's a organizational guy and all of that. So he really can't. He can't even fight Jerry on.
I just know if I'm a wide receiver and I'm looking for somewhere to go, I'm staying away from Dak. Dak is one of them quarterbacks I want to stay away from, bro.
Damn.
He don't get the. I don't. Okay.
Hold on.
I just want to use this as an example.
Okay, go ahead.
We picked up a wide receiver known for a deep threat. I don't care who his quarterback is. He gonna have a highlight of going deep somewhere within that season.
Okay.
Trill, do you ever remember Cooks going deep?
Yeah. Okay. Y'all did say that.
I seen him go deep, but the ball wasn't with him when he went.
The ball wasn't with him, man.
He ran a route, but the dude he was just decoy.
Man, Dak is he's a system quarterback, man, and his system is within 25 yards. That's his system right there.
And one thing I think he needs in his system in order for him to be a successful quarterback, he needs that running game.
Definitely.
You got to look at the years when we were able to have a run game. Dak had strong numbers. You know what I'm saying? I will give him that.
Yeah, so he's above average, sometime game manager.
All right, so let's get right into it. Still with the Cowboys, you lose Tony Pollard. He goes to the Titans, which the Titans, Will Levis. We'll get to that in a little bit. No, but
nobody's scared.
No, nobody. But it's a fun Madden team to play with. what do you do at running back now? I'm sure you're gonna get one of these guys from the draft. Probably. I don't know who's the guy. Nucho probably the best as far as knowing these guys coming out. What do you do at running back? Because the biggest thing here before last was having that dual running back. You had the Zeke and Pollard. When Pollard stepped up as a number one, it looked the same. And as we've seen, he's not that type of back, every down back. You gotta. What do you do next? I mean, I know running backs are a dime a dozen, but
I feel like they already got a plan in motion.
Okay.
They just recently signed Rico Dowdle. He was a backup to Tony Pollard this past season. And off the bench, you know what I'm saying, he ran hard. I love his running style. I think right now he would be slotted as a starter right now, but in the draft, you got to bring one of these young boys in. You have to. And then I feel like, you know, with what I feel like he can do, and then you draft a young running back, you can have that 1-2 combination you had with Zeke and Pollard. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the plan that they're going on right now. Like I said, me personally, if it was me, though, I would have definitely, again, we talked about it. Derrick Henry would have been my running back. So
this upcoming draft it's really crucial because we're talented, but we still have holes. We still need a center. Our starting center left, went to the rival Commanders. We need a running back. We need a pass rusher. We haven't signed anybody for pass rush like this. I don't know. This team is talent, but once again, there's some holes in there. We also need some linebackers too. So it's going to be interesting to see what we do. But I guarantee you that our first, second, and third round picks will probably end up being starters in the offense or defense. Whoever we pick up, they'll probably end up starting in our offensive defense.
I agree. We got so many holes.
Yeah. One quick question. Still talking about the Cowboys. This is really interesting. So, I think Nucho talked about it a lot. I think we all kind of talked about it, but I know Nucho and our homeboy Brooks, shout out to Brooks, we're really into the draft and know who's coming with who's who. You guys talk about how this is one of the deepest receiver drafts. So, say for instance, you do lose Lamb, like you do let him walk as opposed to giving these contracts out to Parsons, the Dak. Is there a guy in this draft you could possibly say, okay, he's not Lamb, but I can see what he can become in a year or two?
Yes. Out of South Carolina, there's a monster named Leggett. Okay, me and Mara found this dude doing some scoping, but he basically reminds me of a DK Metcalf. He's a big body, super fast, and runs hard. Hands are decent. He got good enough hands. But what he brings as far as size and speed, it's amazing. Also, the wide receiver out of Texas, both of them. I forgot their names. Worthy and the other guy, Mitchell. A lot of these receivers, you're going to see receivers being drafted so much in this. Man, you're going to see them so much because it's a lot of them out there. But I think we could definitely get us a star receiver somewhere in this draft. Something to add on. Because Gallup gone too. Gallup's gone also.
Y'all don't miss him. Y'all don't miss Gallup.
I like Gallup, man. Ain't gonna lie.
Right now, too. Matter of fact, I wanted to bring that up.
He went to the Ravens?
No, he's talking to him. He's supposed to go on a visit.
I was a big Gallup fan. Go ahead, Mar.
I was surprised. No, you didn't mention the three guys out of
Washington.
Yeah. Got two pros out of Oregon. So this receiver class is deep this year.
Yeah.
Ain't like
Let me ask you a question. If you are going to draft a receiver, what round would you take a receiver at?
If I draft a receiver for what we need, I'm going to draft a receiver. I'm going to be honest, man. Depends on what get taken away because you know how the draft is. People trade up or trade down, but at least anywhere second, third, or fourth, I'm looking at a receiver. Because, just depends who's on the board. Like, if that dude from FSU, if he drops down, hey, come on. But it just depends what's up there. And you know how the NFL get, man. franchises get real tricky, real
Right.
real tricky in draft time, man. A lot of trade
NFL
ups.
first round is dedicated to the trenches, quarterbacks, and standout, like super standout DB or linebacker.
Why? Yeah, no, and don't forget about your Harrison, your Marvin Harrison Juniors. You know,
Oh, yeah,
just
he's
those,
definitely a
just
first rounder.
those solidified.
Yeah, he's a
Also,
first rounder, but
also that wide receiver out of Washington, Aduze. He's gonna be a top. He's gonna be a top one of those top first round receivers.
His college playoff run alone
It's crazy.
got him boosted. I think put him in the first round alone.
Yeah. And also one more last receiver, LSU Neighbors. He's going to be definitely a first round. I could guarantee maybe like 3 or 4 for sure in the first round.
Okay.
Yeah. But
crazy.
Traditionally it's going to be heavy in the trenches, quarterbacks,
Yeah.
And a sprinkle of the linebacker, or every now and then. I don't know. Is there a star tight? Oh, our tight end from Georgia. He's gonna go first round.
And also the tight end from Texas, Sanders. Okay. He's gonna be a top, maybe late first, early second type pick.
All right. Well, we'll go ahead and switch over to probably another. I don't know if it's the biggest free agency thing, but I think it had the most people talking about Russ going to the Steelers, and then right after that, trading for Justin Fields.
Yeah. Kind of wild.
I like it. I like it too. Also, I just hope that the Steelers know what they're getting into and know that you need to be patient with this situation. Like, don't overreact. Don't fire Mike Tomlin if something don't look right that first year, because I was listening to a little thing about Justin Fields, and they were just saying that a lot of his sacks come from his own self. It just takes him a while to recognize some things. So he's still going to be going through growing pains, but hopefully my ideal plan would be to play Russell, start Russ, and, just try to let Justin Fields fill in. And eventually, hey, if we 2-6, stuff ain't looking right, Justin. Come on, come on and get out of here. But
she's moving to Pittsburgh.
I don't think that Justin. What do y'all think? Y'all think Justin's gonna sit for a whole year? Well,
I mean, I think that's what they want to do. I think they have a plan to where they want to compete with Russ.
He's still 23, right?
He's 23, 24 years old. So I mean,
he's still young.
I love it for Justin Fields just because I think he's going to be with a coaching staff that's going to be more confident. A coaching staff that's going to actually be there and teach him. Because, I mean, in Chicago, I feel like the coaching staff was everywhere with Justin Fields. He had like 3 head coaches, 3 offensive, coordinators. I feel like he's in a more structure, you know what I'm saying, with the Steelers. And I think that's going to help him. And I think that's going to also help him develop into a quarterback that I feel like we all kind of think he can be at some point. Except Nucho.
I'm out.
But yeah, I think he needs to, pick Russell's head, his brains. You know what I'm saying, learn on the Russ for at least a year. And then, depending on how the season, like you said, if it's a bad year, you know what I'm saying, they know they're not going nowhere. Go ahead and throw Justin Fields in there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they have a plan, and I think that's where they're gonna go.
The Steelers have a reputation of being one of those organizations that do things the right way and all of that, and really coaching guys up. Tomlin believes in that. I think they're gonna beat the bad play out of Justin Fields, and it's gonna tell me a lot about who he is. Like, if he really want this or he don't, because this is where, like, the Steelers is where you can go and learn how to be a complete football coach. Yeah. Just think of the people that they have had that have came with talent, and then when they left there, they was stars. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's my man who lost his mind? The wide receiver, straight out of Central. You know what I'm saying?
Le'Veon Bell,
he was a star. The wide out.
Talking about Antonio Brown.
Le'Veon Bell, they created him too. He went
Le'Veon
crazy.
Bell, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He wasn't
Mike
nobody.
Wallace,
Mike Wallace. Go back.
Juju.
Antonio
Marcus
Holmes.
Wheaton.
Plaxico, Santana.
That's
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? You know, they take people and make. I mean, even Charlie Batch, he was a Eastern Michigan quarterback.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They take people and they make them better. So
Willie
you can't
Parker.
get it done there.
Willie Parker. Wow. Rashawn Mendenhall.
Willie Parker, man.
Yeah. So can we all agree and say that if it doesn't work out for Justin here,
Oh, he's done.
He's a career backup?
Now,
Yeah.
before I answer that, I think this is probably the best move for him. I think the NFL has got so used to getting these rookies and throwing them out there in the fire, and they're not ready yet.
Yeah.
I think this for him sitting behind Russ, talking to Russ, same kind of play style. Because remember, Russ can take off too, but he knows when to take off and still take off and make those passes, which made him a Super Bowl winning quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, and Russ is that kind of guy where I'm not going to teach him. He's going to teach him.
Yeah. Russ is a classy guy.
He's classy. So I think this is probably one of the best. Now, if this doesn't work and he gets the opportunity,
he's going to be a journeyman then.
Yeah, this is going to be on him. But I think he's happy with this. I think this is the right move for him. I mean,
I wonder if Mike Tomlin is looking over there across his division rival with Baltimore and seeing how they, what they're doing with Lamar Jackson, and probably saying, Justin Fields can move. He can move.
I know.
He can move. He can move. He can move.
And now with Warren, what's that running back? Warren? Is it Warren, the backup running back?
Yeah, Warren.
Became a starter.
Warren,
I think with them, I think he's looking over there and saying, maybe I could too. And they still got the receiver.
The defense is still
and
intact.
they still got the defense. Exactly.
Yeah. So I think Thomas like, okay, I'm gonna be here for the next 5 years. I'm good. I'm cool.
Right.
Because keep that streak alive. Yeah, I like that for him. I like that for Fields, man. Sit back, relax, learn.
I think he's gonna look good in this Steelers uniform.
He is.
Yeah. He is. He's gonna be clean.
Now I will say this. Justin Fields. I've been following Justin Fields for a long time. He does have a little diva in him. I don't know if him being traded maybe humbled him a little bit, but I don't think he's going to want to sit on the bench this entire year.
Look,
and then maybe he's changed, but I don't think Justin Fields is going to want to sit.
Have to change.
Yeah,
you got kicked out of your team.
This is why this is the perfect situation for him to go to Pittsburgh. It's because they're gonna let him know, hey, you need to be patient with this. You know what I'm saying? You need to learn. You need to develop more. And when we feel more comfortable, we're gonna throw you out there. And I think he's gonna be aware of that. And I don't think he'll, stir up a fit or anything like that. I think he'll be out. He'll do what he needs to do to get better.
Man,
because the worst case scenario, he gets to it. Go ahead, Mar.
I was just saying, CC about to put him on. He gonna be living the life with CC and Russ. He gonna be having a good time and learning. He gonna be all right.
He gonna become a family man and all that. But beside all that, I think no. But seriously, I think this humbles you. This humbles you and saying because the worst case scenario for him, he goes to a team. Let's say he gets traded to the Commanders. And he's a starter day one. How does that make you better? You go out there starting again. You need to develop. You need to develop the playbook, develop your mind. Russell Wilson is probably one of the best quarterbacks to learn from. He's 35 plus years old and still a starting quarterback in the NFL. Learn from him with your playing style.
And he's got a Lombardi. Should have had two.
He said your playing style.
It is. Hey, I'm not completely. I mean, because you've just been tough for my boy. He's a run first. He's a run first quarterback.
Man.
He pass when he has to.
I mean, I would like to see him get over that hump, man. We'll see. I definitely like to see Justin Fields better his career in the NFL. Hey, if Jalen Hurts can do it, man, anybody can, man.
Jalen Hurts he's okay. He's gonna. And let's talk about it. Let's talk about the Eagles. We talking about Saquon going to the Eagles. We can talk about that, but as a whole, what they did, if there's how their season ended to where they are now, they're like, hey, I love the fact they said there's a problem somewhere.
Right.
Let's figure it out. Get rid of them. Bring. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so here's my thing though, and I really had to sit back and think about it. I understand the Saquon pick. It's a nice pick. It's a good pick. Saquon hasn't rushed over 1,000 since his rookie year. But we don't, that's another story. But the Eagles' problem wasn't offense. It wasn't. No. Did y'all get some cornerbacks? Did y'all get some linebackers? Did y'all get some safeties? I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the Saquon pick. It is a great pick, but I just feel like the Eagles got a lot more to fix than that offense. I don't feel like the offense was really that much of a problem. It's a great pick, but could y'all maybe got Justin Simmons or another corner? Shoot, Stephon Gilmore, because the corners were horrible.
I think. Why is it kept? I would have kept Swift before Saquon. I would have signed.
I would have kept Swift. Swift wasn't the problem.
It wasn't.
Philly does not shy away from signing the big names. They just do it just because it look good, it sounds good, and it's on paper. You know what I'm saying?
It's no loyalty in Philly, man. Them boys are just, hey, come on, we'll take you. 2 years. Look how they did Kevin Byard. All right, man, you gotta go. Like, bro, this is a great safety. Y'all can use him.
He wasn't the problem. He wasn't the problem. He's about to be 32 years old.
He is.
I think that's the thing with Philly. Philly's secondary, especially their back four, was 32 plus years old.
Crazy.
Yeah. And Bradbury, Swift.
Bradbury, what's the corner name from playing Detroit? Slay. They're not X factors on Madden anymore.
Right. So I do like the Saquon. I do like the Saquon pick. It's a great pick, but I don't feel like it's gonna. I don't know. I don't feel like it's gonna be much of an enhancement. And quiet as kept, this is a huge year for Saquon. Like, you haven't rushed over 1,000 since your rookie year.
Well, listen, I think y'all looking at this all wrong.
I'm looking at it like that.
I know you said that.
So you mean to tell me if Saquon has another 888 yards and y'all done paid this dude all this money?
Hey,
he hasn't. But if he hasn't been that,
he got to give me 1,400. The money I gave him, he got to give me 1,400 yards.
Man, you got to come out like Christian McCaffrey.
It's not the yards that makes him a threat. It's him that makes him a threat.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
Swift does not bring that same scare. I'm scared and I gotta load this box. So this is giving their outside receivers more space to operate. They got some speed on the outside. Now you put him there, make a decision. And I guarantee you both sides is gonna benefit because you can't choose both.
And I'm gonna give you an example. When the Giants went on that run was a season before last, when Saquon was healthy and was carrying that team, it was him carrying them. Now you get that Saquon on his Eagle team, who now is a target. Now, okay, we got to focus on him because when he's healthy and out there, he's a difference maker. Yeah. So now it makes your defense open up a little bit more.
When he's out there and he's not all banged up, he's an impact player. Now that's the thing that I would worry
carrying a team. He doesn't have to carry a team no more.
Okay.
You still have to. He still scares you.
Yeah, he do everything but tackle and catch interceptions and cause fumbles.
But he catch up the backfield. he catch up the backfield.
I'm talking about on defense. He can do everything. That scoring 7 points is not a problem.
Well, okay.
Scoring is not a problem. I get that, guys. He can't tackle.
Squad defense.
He can't tackle. He can't sack quarterbacks.
NFL
he can't get interceptions.
And I feel like they got better. I'm not.
They got better.
That's
definitely got better.
Swift had his best season as a running back, in my opinion.
He did. He did with Philly.
But obviously, Saquon is just a different monster.
I don't know if y'all noticed this, but the last couple of years, ever since LaShawn McCoy left, Philly is where running backs go to die. Okay, I can name a couple of them. Ajayi.
Go ahead.
Okay, Ajayi, DeMarco Murray. Let me keep going. Swift finna die. Swift finna die.
He got all.
He in Chicago.
Hey, Miles Sanders. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you.
No, Miles Sanders.
Miles Sanders left Philly and went to Carolina.
Yeah.
Now
what happened to him? No. What happened to him?
That's because he playing with a trash team.
All right, I'm just telling you.
You
gonna be a running back. You gonna be a running back for the Eagles 2 years later. They'll never know you. Watch. Ajayi, DeMarco Murray, Miles Sanders. It's about to happen to Swift, and Saquon's gonna be next.
Hold on. Y'all got the best out of DeMarco Murray.
Philly never keeps running wide. I'm telling you, bro. Them Philly running backs.
That's a stretch, bro.
Hey, 30 for 30 Philly. 30 for 30 on Philly running backs coming soon, bro. Ajayi, y'all remember Ajayi? He was cold, wasn't he? That 1 year. That 1 year. That's what y'all gonna be saying about Swift. Y'all remember Swift when he was in Philly? He was cold, wasn't he? That 1 year. I'm telling you. Y'all remember DeMarco Murray?
Oh man.
What? I'm telling you, bro. I've seen it.
Dog got two.
They
died
Huh?
They die when they leave Philly, not when they at Philly.
They're gonna die sooner or later. A year later.
Hey, but this Barkley signing does not work if he cannot stay healthy at the end of the day. That boy has to stay healthy, man.
True. Because then if he don't stay healthy, if he get injured, what you got going? Jalen Hurts throwing? Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
That's my quarterback, man.
Oh Lord.
Hey, you know what? Y'all, the people may not know what's going on. We got a Madden league, and I had Tua on my team last season. He was throwing 70%, 69%. This dude right here throwing 51%. I'm like, oh my god! I'm trying to get him back. Yeah. I'm trying to get Hurts back.
Jalen Hurts is rough, man. I had him 1 year.
That's
a system quarterback.
Yeah.
Man, I wish I could get to it back. So to one of the head, I don't know if it's a head scratcher, but a lot of people had a lot of things to say about Kirk Cousins getting his another $100 million contract to the Falcons. Now I know one person in particular, he didn't really question who he was as a player, but he was really questioning what he did in his league to deserve this kind of contract. Cam Newton. Now you can say Cam Newton's bitter. Because he did say, I live in Atlanta. How come I didn't get a phone call? He could have been joking. I don't know. But he definitely said it. And he said, this guy only has one playoff win on his belt. And that one playoff win came from a lucky catch. I remember against the Saints. He threw it, and the dude closed his eyes and tried to tackle Stephon Diggs. And then went to the next round.
That wasn't even Kirk Cousins that got that win, though.
It wasn't Kirk. So
it wasn't even Cousins. That was
because Kirk was injured. Kirk was injured, and there was a backup.
So now I'm trying to playoff win
name right now.
I can't think of his name.
Case Keenum.
Yeah,
Case
Keenum.
So Kirk got hurt. Case Keenum filled in and threw the ball.
So it's a 2-part question. I'm pretty sure everybody's gonna say no to the first one. Does he deserve the $100 million contract? And how does he get a $100 million contract at his age and what his resume says?
I don't know who his agent is, but I need to find out.
That's what Cam said.
Whoever his agent is, he is a goddamn GOAT.
He is the undisputed agent GOAT, bro. What he's been able to do for Kirk Cousins. I mean, when Kirk Cousins left Washington to get that bag for Minnesota, I don't even got 3 eyebrows, but if I had a third one, it would have been raised, bro. Like, what is going on? Like, Kirk Cousins, and because I'm here in Michigan, I've watched him at State. I never thought he was he was any good at State. Like, yeah, I'm like, he mid. He might make it to the NFL. And he done finessed them out of $400 million. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Kirk Cousins is the reason why Dak Prescott sleeps comfortable at nighttime. If the Cowboys don't sign Dak, somebody gonna pay him that money. Trust me, somebody will pay him that type of money. I don't fault Kirk for the money. If they want to pay me that money, pay it to me. You believe in me enough to think that I could get you somewhere? Go ahead. I'm all for it. But Kirk has done nothing. Doesn't have a playoff win to his name. Nothing he did. That just shows you what the NFL is about, man. Just show up. Make a couple of Pro Bowls. You can be rich. You can be rich.
I do feel like too.
Look at Jimmy G.
The Falcons are real. They have a vision. I think they signed Kirk Cousins knowing what they already had on offense. And I think they want to combine what they already have on offense with what Kirk Cousins can do. Because, let's be real. And, I hate to say it, but Kirk Cousins can ball. He can ball a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He going to give me 300-plus yards passing, you know what I'm saying, and 3 touchdowns. And if he's not turning the ball over, he's going to affect the quarterback. Right. I think if you combine what Kirk Cousins does with a Kyle Pitts, Drake London, B. John Robinson, you know what I'm saying? I think that's going to be a successful offense. I really feel like that offense can do some things.
Right. Yeah. Kirk Cousins always can put up numbers. He's a good thrower also. And he's a tough guy.
And my other takeaway from the Kirk Cousins deal is I don't mean to be racial, but it just seems like you could be mid as hell.
Well, take it there.
You could be mid as hell and get this paper, because we thought about was, why
don't you say Kaepernick?
Y'all didn't even take a crack. Y'all paid Kirk Cousins, who's been often hurt, very very mid-level resume. Get him paper. Y'all didn't take a shot at Lamar Jackson?
Okay.
What we doing here, NFL? Like, it's a lot of mid white quarterbacks that's getting that bag, but then our elite black quarterbacks,
they gotta struggle to get that bag.
Now Lamar he did get paid though.
He got his.
He had to go through though.
But he had to go through
he had to fight
to get that.
He had to fight.
Like, you had people. I mean, and real talk, you had people throwing shade on him. I don't want him.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as Kirk Cousins is available, he gets $100 million that.
Let me ask you this: you got
no
two
MVPs.
options.
No,
you got two options. You have a briefcase with $5 million in it. Kirk Cousins and Lamar Jackson is standing in front of you. You got a decision to give the $5 million to Lamar or Kirk Cousins for 6 months. Who you gonna give it to? And think that it's gonna come right back?
Lamar.
Yeah. I'm not getting. I'm gonna see if I give him more.
The guy with the twist in his hair and a white beater.
Why we gotta go there, Nitso? Why we gotta go here, bro?
Or the other dude would come and show his bling bling with his kids.
No, that's not the Kirk that's gonna show up. That's not the Kirk that's gonna show up.
That's the one who wouldn't sign the contract.
I see all the
that's
time.
the one who signed the contract.
But
who would you trust to bring that money back in 6 months?
There's a problem with that.
Kirk or Lamar?
Wild. That's wild.
Just because anybody could put on the suit. You know what I'm saying? Anybody could put on the suit. Why can't you be yourself? Because I'm guaranteeing you, knowing what I know about the way Michigan State is set up and how they party and operate, Kirk Cousins is the one who you wouldn't want to have at your barbecue if you wanted to keep it cool. And Lamar Jackson is probably the one who would come in and say hi.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? Sit down and have a plate. Kirk Cousins is going to drink all your beer, all your tequila.
Really? Kodak Black or Jack Harlow? Who are we going with? Who do you trust?
Wow, did you just compare Lamar
Well,
Jackson?
if I'm being
Like,
honest, it's gonna be Harlow on that one because
well, hold
All
on,
right.
hold on. See,
Don't
this is
like
why this is what I don't like. I hear what you're saying, Nucho, and I get it.
Yeah,
Who do you
yeah,
trust? The guy who you looking at. I'm
right.
trusting the guy who was an MVP, who's an athlete, a winner, who's
Yeah,
won multiple playoff games. And the
yeah.
fact that he had to fight to get what he got, and Kirk Cousins just
That
was just
was
in his
definitely crazy.
contract and gets $100 million. That's wild.
Nah, that's definitely crazy. That's
Like, what is
definitely
that? What has
crazy.
he done? Like, you say, who do you trust? Whose resumes
Now,
do you trust?
I think what teams really like about Kirk is regardless of not wherever Kirk goes, even though he doesn't win, he's gonna go to the playoffs. We've seen it with Washington. We also seen it in Minnesota. Some way or another, you're gonna get to the playoffs. So, you know, Atlanta, they're desperate, man. They're desperate, and they're willing to pay that bag. And also, Atlanta had a lot of salary cap to deal with, also. So, it wasn't nothing to them. They got their guy. I don't think they're gonna do anything, but this is the perfect time in that division. We just had Baker Mayfield come in out the blue and take Tampa Bay. That did nobody see Tampa Bay making it to the
Nobody.
playoffs, and they came in and did their thing. So this division is definitely open, and Atlanta just know that Desmond Ritter guy. Oh man, I watched him on Red Zone every time. He threw a lot of picks in that Red Zone. That Desmond Ritter got through a lot of picks in that Red Zone, man. So I think Atlanta's just fed up, and they're saying, "Hey, this guy's a lot safer than what we have." Where's Desmond right now? Where'd he go to?
It don't matter.
He got traded somewhere.
Yeah, I think he. Yeah.
I
Where
mean,
did he
I'll tell
go?
you.
when you think about it, the height of fanfare for the Atlanta Falcons was when they had the Mike Vick experience. So here you could take a guy,
Arizona.
fastest guy in the NFL,
Oh,
rocket arm,
okay.
and put him out there with what you got. You already got a good running game. You don't think that because from your point is like, hey, Kirk Cousins is he's a face, he's a franchise guy, and
He's
Lamar
gonna get you to the playoffs.
got twists or whatever. But didn't nobody in Atlanta? We talking about Atlanta City. In Atlanta, Georgia, they don't care about that. They just want to produce. They just want to see good football. And I
Yeah,
promise you that's all they care about.
yeah.
Looking at Jackson's resume versus Cousins, I'm trusting in good football out of Lamar Jackson over Cousins.
And
If
I
that's
get it. I don't think nobody was an option, so you had to pay whoever you could to get there because you knew Ritter wasn't it.
Yeah.
But dang, $100 million for one playoff victory, and then what 36 with 35, 36 years old.
Yeah.
All right.
younger, faster,
Well,
stronger.
let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and talk our last topic for the night. Let's go ahead and talk about those Ravens. So, it's Lamar. Let me fix that. Lamar Jackson gets a beast in his backfield with him. Lamar Jackson gets Derrick Henry. Now we all, four of us thought at one point. Well, not all four of us, but I thought at the end of the day he was going to say, you know what, Derrick Henry's going to sign with the Cowboys. I mean, it was all looking that way. With Saquon left off the board, Derrick Henry was still sitting there. I ain't gonna lie, I never thought we were going to be the Ravens. Because first, I didn't think that he was even interested,
Right.
but he's there, and the possibilities with that backfield and what Lamar Jackson was already doing with, I won't say lesser talent, but J.K. Dobbins was proving that he can't stay healthy.
Right.
So you would wasn't that Gus Edwards, who's a fullback / running back, as your number one for the majority of the season. Now you get a legitimate guy who really only had one bad season when he was hurt. Now you get him if he's healthy. Whew.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a problem, man. I think this was a great signing for Baltimore. We already know what Lamar Jackson can do behind that line of scrimmage, and we all know what Derrick Henry can do. I think they can rely on each other. Giving Lamar Jackson a running back with Derrick Henry's capability, I think it's just going to unlock some more. It's going to unlock some more things for Lamar Jackson going forward. I love this move just because you're going to be able to pair Derrick Henry with Keaton Mitchell. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be a nice,
Yeah,
1-2 combination
yeah.
as well. So, you don't have to necessarily have Derrick Henry go out there and carry the ball, 20, 25 times when you got the up and coming running back in Keaton Mitchell. So it's going to work out for that offense. I think their run game is primed to be probably like tops in the NFL as far as like production. They already have a nice offensive line as well. So I love the move for Baltimore, man. I think this is definitely, from where they came in the playoffs. I think a running back like Derrick Henry was missing, and the fact that they got him, I think they're gonna cause some problems in the AFC.
What do you think, Marv? How you think about that Ravens team getting
I take that.
Derrick Henry?
I think that's good for him. That was like my thing that I worried about when I knew he was moving, is that he would be in the system that wouldn't use him. But Baltimore, they running that thing 40 times, whether it's a combination between him and Lamar or whatever. And I think that's going to be crazy. Like the option, like how do you stop that option?
Yeah.
Cause you gotta bring bodies to stop Henry. And if he looking and it's like, oh, y'all coming to take on Henry, let me just pull it and go. Like that's gonna be tough to stop. That's gonna be the most glitchiest thing. I probably won't play now. Oh man, I can tell you that. Because I'm not playing the Ravens every single time.
Because everybody gonna pick them.
Everybody's gonna pick them. Like, and don't let them get a receiver in the draft. With how deep this draft is in receiver, they're probably gonna get another receiver. And boy, oh boy, they're gonna be dangerous.
So, I mean, yeah. So with that, for Derrick Henry for sure, he's finally on a team where he's not the number one option on offense. I think so. That takes a lot of pressure off him.
I still think he is the number one option.
Well, I mean, as far as
he's also, I get what you're saying. Like he's not gonna, like they're gonna have to be like, hey, we gotta stop Lamar too.
Yeah,
like,
he's the number one stop. Yeah,
like in Tennessee, it was like just stop Henry and we got this.
And I seen regular season Titans game where they put 8 in the box because we know what's going to Derrick Henry. They didn't have a guy like Lamar Jackson who could step back, run, throw on a run, and make that play. MVP type plays because he was an MVP. So he's never played with that kind of guy in his career, his great career. Now he has that guy where he can line up in the backfield and can be an option. It could be an option keep for Lamar. You don't know who's keeping it. You couldn't run that here in Tennessee.
No. Yeah.
So there we go. So T said, should Odell go to the Detroit Lions? How you feel about that? I think we're good on receiver. We just resigned Donovan Peoples-Jones contract. We still got Amon-Ra and Jameson, of course. I think we're good on receiver. I don't think this is my opinion. I don't think we should, because he's not gonna come for cheap.
So I think draft another receiver.
I think we're good on receiver. Well, so our offense wasn't the problem. It's just stopping the pass. Getting offenses off the field.
I ain't gonna even cap. I ain't know that they released Odell.
Well, I know I saw he was talking to some teams today. I don't think they released him. I think he only signed a 1-year contract, 1 or 2 year contract when he with the Ravens. Yeah. So I think it's up. So, yeah, they didn't resign him. So yeah, he's out here. He could go back for the low, maybe, but he's out here.
They definitely gonna get a receiver if they don't keep him.
And I think they love what they got from Zay this past season too. So yeah, I think they definitely gonna draft a receiver.
We got weapons. I think offense will be good. We got Khalif Raymond and the other dude who went to school with golf, or who came for the Rams with golf. And we got Laporta and tight end. We got our two running backs, Montgomery and the young boy Gibbs, who can catch out the
Gibbs,
backfield.
Gibbs, Gibbs catches out the back.
Our
Yeah,
offense
you
is
don't need no
cool.
receiver.
No, not spending, not
Not
especially not
early,
paying.
not early.
No, now
If
if
it
it's
gets
cheap,
one, they
if
gotta
it's
get like
cheap,
a fourth round.
right? If you bring him in for cheap and he just want to, just say he want to try to help us out, I'm cool with that. But if you paying money to get him in, because I think he got, I think 9 million or 8 million a year
Yeah,
with
he gonna command at
Baltimore.
least anywhere
I don't.
between 7 to 10 mil.
Not for a guy
Do
who
you
can't
want to
play a
pay
whole
that?
season.
I think he'd be what, year 11.
Yeah, he hadn't played a whole season since he's been back. So I mean,
If I'm a
no.
team, I'm telling him you're gonna take this 5 or 6 and be happy. Like
Yeah,
I didn't see
I'll
nothing
be
out of him.
lucky. I'd be surprised we get 5 or 6, honestly, because he can't stay on the field. He missed a lot of games in Baltimore last year. All right, well, with that being said, we are hour and 15 in. Hey, it was good to be back. Everybody who's still here with us, we'll be back regularly. Just figuring out the final schedule, figure out what everybody's doing through the week, and we will get, definitely send out the times and all that. But we will be back regularly. Um, like I said, thank you guys for rocking with us from day one, and we're still doing this thing. We're still here. Like I said, we all got families, we do coaching, we got a lot of things going on. So, hey, well, we back though. It feels good knowing you guys are here with us when we pop up. So, appreciate you guys. Anything you want to say before we jump out?
Just shout out everybody that's rocking with us. The whole SW, of course. Shout out Briggs T, Dolly, Vinny, everybody that's tuned in. Shout out y'all boys too, man. Good to be back as well, man.
Yeah.
I wanna shout out Osborne High School. Today we had the alumni versus staff basketball game down at the Little Caesars Arena today.
Oh,
So that was a blast. You know what I'm saying? I got on the hardwood with.
were you coaching or playing?
I was playing. Got on the hardwood with the guys. You know what I'm saying? Gave it a good run. I was all hustle.
So you had 4 points.
2 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. You know what I'm saying? I ain't do a
Great
whole
amount of
lot.
numbers.
I ain't do a whole lot. But it was tough getting the ball. Shout out to Skilla Baby and all of them guys. Them guys, they really hoop. I didn't know he was really like that. Skilla Baby shooting threes from beyond the NBA range. So
he was there.
Oh yeah, I was on the court with Skilla Baby hooping with her, baby. So it was a good time though.
Okay, that's what's up. Man. That's what's up.
Hey, Marvin's celebrity out here. Don't get it twisted. Marvin out here with the best of the best.
Hey man, they show love too. You know what I'm saying? They had us go through the tunnel and go to the I guess it's the whatever the lounge for the entertainers use, like the singers and stuff when they use the LCA. That's where we changed and got suited up and all that. So it was cool. We had our jerseys and stuff. Like it was a good time.
All right. Well, that being said, fellas, we are out, man. We'll be back next week. We'll drop the times and like that for y'all because we don't have a exact date yet, but we will be back next week. Like I said, as always, throw your topics in the Facebook chat. Let us know some things we can talk about for you guys. I know it's March Madness coming up, and I don't know who's in it. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't watched not one minute of college basketball.
I haven't watched college basketball since Zion played.
That's a crazy admission right there.
That's probably the last time I saw it. I ain't gonna lie.
The last time I was interested was when Michigan had that run when they went to the Nationals with Juwan.
It's hard to keep up with these one and done guys.
That's what I was just about to say. The fact these dudes are one and done, like I don't have no interest. Like the women's college basketball has been more interesting than what we got.
I ain't gonna lie, that's what
I forgot to touch on that. I forgot to touch on that with LSU, the scrap with them in South Carolina, and then man,
I'm looking out for South Carolina and LSU. Like I'm watching all them games, listening to them and Caitlin and Iowa and the old girl with the Ducks, like they got it going on. They're more.
And they got drama. You see the brother jump out the. old girl cousin, a brother jumped out the stands. He trying to get in. He got arrested. It was going down in college basketball.
You talking about Flage cousin?
Yeah.
He didn't like that.
He jumped in the court. Like, what are you doing? What are we doing? Why didn't you jump on the court? But I feel him, I guess. But anyway.
Is he trans?
Huh?
I mean, it was a male trying to fight some females.
On that note, we out. We gonna release.
We're gonna edit that.
On that note, we gonna edit there. Cut.
Good.
And we out.
All right.